Hello friends, how are you? Myself Aparna Kulkarni. Today we are going to see the third part of passive voice. In this part we are going to learn passive voice of future tense, passive voice of modal verbs and passive voice of imperative sentences. And after this third part or this topic means passive voice will be completed. Let us see passive voice of future tense. Here I would like to clear you one thing, and what is that? We can write down passive voice of only simple future tense and future perfect tense sentences. Future continuous and future perfect continuous tense can't be converted into the passive voice. Okay? Means in future tense we have to learn only two tenses, simple future tense and future perfect tense. Similarly, in present tense our fourth tense is there, present perfect continuous tense. That tense also can be converted into passive voice. In the same way, past perfect continuous tense, we can't write down the passive voice of past perfect continuous also. In short, we can't write down the passive voice of how many tenses? Four tenses. Present perfect continuous, past perfect continuous, future continuous and future perfect continuous. Now we are going to see passive voice of simple future tense. Here active voice structure is written. What is the active voice structure? Subject, as I told it many times to you, subject I, we, you, he, she, it, they and any noun we can take. Okay, subject plus shall oblique will. Shall and will, these both are the auxiliary verbs of future tense. After shall will, we have to use present tense of verb plus object. See once again, subject plus shall oblique will plus present tense of verb plus object. Now see passive voice structure. In the beginning of the passive voice, what is used? Right, object is used. Object plus shall oblique will plus be plus V3. My dear students, V3 means past participle of verb. Okay, remember it. Plus by plus object pronoun. Okay, object plus shall will plus be plus V3 plus by plus object pronoun. Let us see sentence. Our first sentence is there. He will write a letter. He will write a letter. Here he is subject. S is only written. This S stands for subject. Here I have written a new word, and this word is a doer. Doer means one who does an action, means doer. Okay, means he is doing the action. And what action is performed by he? Because he is a performer here. He is a subject, he is a performer, and which action is performed by him? Of writing a letter. But what is there? This is a sentence of simple future tense, and still the action of writing has not taken place, but it will take place. Okay, then will is auxiliary verb. You may call it helping verb also. Write is the present tense verb. A letter is a direct object, and specifically I mention here direct word. Why? Because what will he write? What will he write? That is a letter. in the first lecture of Change Voice, I gave you exact idea about direct object and indirect object. When we get direct object, when we ask a question to present tense verb by what, 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 at that time we get direct object. And when we ask a question to the present tense verb, otherwise any verb, by whom, we get indirect object. Here we asked a question by what and we got a letter, right? And so a letter is direct object. And now we have to follow this formula. What is our formula? Object plus shall will plus be plus V3 plus by plus object pronoun. And what is our sentence? I will write a letter. I will write a letter. But at the place of I, what we have taken in our sentence? We have taken he. Then we have to focus on this sentence. He will write a letter. In the beginning of the passive voice, we write object. And what is our object? A letter. Correct? If your object is a I, means the first person pronoun I, then write down shall. But what is our object? A letter. Right? Means here this noun stands for which pronoun? It stands for it. It, it. Okay. So after a letter, what is used? Will is used. This is the auxiliary verb. A letter will. New word is added here in simple future tense. And this word is added only in simple future tense and with the modal verbs. So a letter will be. A letter will be. V3 means past participle of the verb. See in question, what is a present tense verb? That is the write. Write, wrote, written. And written is the past participle of the verb. So we have written here what? Written. A letter will be written by. By whom the action is done, that we have to show. This is the preposition. By him. Him is the object pronoun of he. Okay. And our answer is a letter will be written by him. And here full stop. Understood? Again some sentences are taken. Our first sentence is I will finish the job tomorrow. I will finish the job tomorrow. Bachcho, see, I is the subject. I is the doer. Will is auxiliary verb. Finish, present tense verb. Here I will ask a question. What will I finish? Answer is the job. What is the answer? The job. See, sentence kitna bhi bada ho. But what you have to do, you have to just find out subject, verb and object in that sentence. First find out tense, second find out subject, verb, object, and your answer is related only these three component of sentence. So focus on them, and whatever remaining part is there, that you add according to the meaning of the sentence. So I will finish the job tomorrow. Here the job is the object, and so what is taken? Object is taken first, that is the job. After the job, we have used here will. The job will. As I told, new word is added, that is the be. A job will be finished by me tomorrow. Second sentence, she will accept the offer. She will accept the offer. She is the subject. Will, correct. Auxiliary verb. Accept is the present tense of verb. And what will she accept? Obviously, answer is the offer. And the offer is direct object. So, the offer will be V3 accepted by her. Very nice. Third sentence, you will never forget this lesson. मुझे ये भी पता है आप लोग कभी चेंज वॉइस कभी भी नहीं भूलने वाले. Right now, means in 3 parts we took it, and I think that you people will remember all the 3 parts very well. But if you learn the structures, active voice structures and passive voice structure of each tense, then what will happen? You will never forget this lesson. Am I right? Okay. Now, you will never forget this lesson. This is the negative sentence, right? This negative word is inserted here between will and the present tense verb. Okay? Then what is our object? This lesson. Then object is taken first. This lesson will never be forgotten by you. This lesson will never be forgotten by you. Okay? Now, after this, we have to see the interrogative sentence of simple future tense. See now, what we have done while learning passive voice, what we did? We learned the passive voice of simple sentence also, means the statements also. In short, affirmative statements, negative statements, and the interrogative sentences. Right? Means, what is there? We did the practice of all types of sentences. Now, the passive voice of interrogative sentence. As usual, structure is written, and आपने देखा ये WH word यहाँ पे मैंने bracket में लिखा है. Why? When the WH question is there, use this WH word, and if the WH word is not there, means the WH question is not there, means ultimately what is that? That is the verbal question, means yes no question, and then you have to follow this remaining structure. So WH word plus will oblique shall plus subject plus V1 plus object. आप लोग समझ रहे हो? आर यू गेटिंग मी? ओके. WH वर्ड कुछ भी हो सकता है. will oblique shall plus subject plus V1 plus object. Now passive voice is there. In the beginning of the passive voice, WH word is written. If the question is a WH question, then write down that same WH word here. Then will or shall, दोनों में से एक. Object plus be plus past participle of verb plus by plus object pronoun. Okay? Now we will see the sentence. Okay. Our first sentence is written. Will the boss give me a job? Will the boss give me a job? Now we will see this sentence. Means we will see this question. Will the boss give me a job? This is a verbal question. Because see, in the beginning of this question, what is there? Auxiliary verb is there. Okay? Will the boss give me a job? This is the auxiliary verb. The boss is the subject. Give is the present tense verb. Me, a job. Here, what do you notice? Yes? Good. What is there? One is the direct object and another is the indirect object. Now we have to find which one is the direct and which one is the indirect. Now we will think about me. Whom will the boss give a job? Whom will the boss give a job? Answer is me. Right? And second, what will the boss give to me? What will he give me? What will the boss give me? Answer is a job. A job is the direct object and me is the indirect object. But dear students, I have written only one answer here, that is by direct object. And you have to write down the answer of indirect object. समझ लो ये सेंटेंस आपके होमवर्क के लिए है. ओके, मीन्स दिस सेंटेंस इज फॉर होमवर्क also, because indirect, by using indirect object you have to make your own answer. Now will auxiliary verb, a job, direct object, will a job be, don't forget this in simple future tense, be given to me by the boss. Will a job be given to me by the boss? Second, when will she deliver a lecture? When will she deliver a lecture? बच्चों, this is WH question because when is used here. So according to our structure, write down the WH word in answer. Same is copied. लिखा है हम लोगों ने. Now think about the remaining part. यहाँ से हम लोग को सोचना है. Means we will think from will she deliver a lecture. Okay. Did you notice when we read the sentence from will, what is there? This is the verbal question. Same like the first one. Correct? This will is there. Here also will is there. Here the boss is there. Here she is there. Give is the present tense, and here what is there? Deliver is the present tense verb. And here a job is there. Here a lecture is there. Means only direct object is there, not the indirect object. Means what is there? Structure, sentence structure is the same like the first sentence. So we have to follow the rules which we follow for what? For the verbal question. When is written, after when, will is there, a lecture is the direct object, already written. Be, past participle of deliver, it's delivered, written in the answer by her. When will a lecture be delivered by her? Third sentence, will they complete the project tomorrow? Will they complete the project tomorrow? Verbal question. Here, will is auxiliary verb. They is the subject. And the project is what? It's an object. So we have to take the object after will. Will the project. Be, past participle is completed by, object pronoun of they is them tomorrow. Will the project be completed by them tomorrow? This is the answer. Okay. Next. Passive voice of future perfect tense. Passive voice of future perfect tense. Active voice structure is written subject plus shall oblique will plus have plus past participle of verb plus object. Subject plus shall oblique will plus have. Don't get confused because of this have, because this have is in present perfect tense also. But इसके पहले क्या है? What is before it? Shall and will is there. And this shall will shows that what is there? Future tense is there. Have plus past participle shows perfection is there. Means what is there? Future perfect tense is there. Passive voice structure, object, right? Then shall oblique will plus have. Write down this have plus been. Bachcho, don't forget to use been in the passive voice of present perfect tense, past perfect tense and future perfect tense. In every perfect tense, what we use in the passive voice? Been. Now why this been? See, be means to be's form, to be, right? And most of the verbs are there, they are having en in the past participle. Means the given is there, eaten is there, driven is there, taken is there, right? So be plus en, which new word is formed? That is the been. Okay, so object plus shall oblique will plus have plus been plus V3 plus by plus object pronoun. We will see the sentence. Our sentence is, the children will have seen the show. The children will have seen the show. See, the children means subject. It's a doer. Will have auxiliary verbs. Seen with 3. The show, direct object. What will the children have seen? What will the children have seen? Answer is the show. This is the direct object. Okay. Now we will see the answer. In the beginning of the passive voice, what is there? Object is there. And our object is the show, that we have written here, the show. Then shall or will, दोनों में से एक, anyone from the both, will is used. Then we have to use have. New word is there, that is been plus V3, seen by the children. Noun is given, so we use the noun as it is. Our answer is, the show will have been seen by the children. Now, next sentence is, first sentence, Bhushan will have helped me. Bhushan will have helped me. Bhushan is the subject, means the doer. Will have, showing the perfect tense of future, means the future perfect. Then helped means the past participle of verb. Me, this is the indirect object. Then me is the object pronoun of I. इसलिए हम लोगों ने क्या लिया यहाँ पे? I. I will have been helped by Bhushan. Second, you will have bought a new house. You will have bought a new house. Buy, bought, bought. Understand the difference between bring, brought, brought and buy, bought, bought. Most of the students are always confused between bring and buy, between brought and bought. Both are different. Okay. Now here what is the object? Please correct. A new house. Then write down a new house. Will. Then have. New word which is used in perfect tense. Correct. That is the been. Very good. Then past participle of verb is bought by you. A new house will have been bought by you. Very good. Now the third sentence. She will not have taken the test. Bachcho, this is negative sentence. Very nice. She will not have taken the test. Here object, the test. Good. The test will not. Okay, you can write the won't also, otherwise you can write will not also. The test will not have been taken by her. Are you getting me? Good. Next is there, that is our interrogative sentence. Okay, here I didn't write the structures, directly examples are taken, because I know that you people are able to write down the answers now. Okay, first sentence is there, will he have taken the medicine? Will he have taken the medicine? Will auxiliary verb, he is the subject, have taken, correct, taken is the V3 and the medicine is object. So first we'll write down will, the object means the medicine, will the medicine have been taken by him? Will the medicine have been taken by him? Second, why will she have left the job? Why will she have left the job? Then, WH word, good. Then will, the job is the object. Why will the job have been left by her? Understood? Next is there passive voice of modal verbs. Modal verbs, we call them modal auxiliaries also. Modal auxiliaries are showing the attitude of the speaker. These modal auxiliaries means the modal verbs have different functions. When we will take the modal verbs, at that time I will teach you the functions of them. But now you have to remember can, could, may, might, should, must, would, ought to, dare, need. These are the modal verbs. Okay. Now see the structure. Subject plus modal verbs. Anyone can be taken. इसमें से कुछ भी हो सकता है. Rule is the same for all modal verbs. Subject plus modal verbs plus present tense verbs plus object. Okay. Then object plus modal verbs plus be plus V3 plus by plus object. What do you notice here? What do you notice here? You can notice that only at the place of shall and will modal verbs is there. है ना, स्ट्रक्चर तो सेम है लाइक सिंपल फ्यूचर टेंस. ओनली यहाँ पे हम लोगों ने क्या यूज़ किया है, ऑक्सिलरी वर्ब्स ऑफ फ्यूचर टेंस, शैल और विल, राइट. एंड एट द प्लेस ऑफ शैल एंड विल वी आर गोइंग टू यूज मॉडल वर्ब्स. नाउ सी द सेंटेंस. He must read this book. He must read this book. He is the subject. Must is the modal verb. Read is the present tense of verb. This book. This is the object. What must he read? This book. Then take object. Taken object plus modal verb plus be plus V3 plus by plus object pronoun. But what I did write the remaining construction here. यहाँ पे मैंने बाकी सेंटेंस लिखा ही नहीं है. Okay, means if you write your answer till here, then also it is correct. Then this book must be read. Second, he should not disrespect elders. Subject, modal verb, negative word, present tense verb and object, indirect object. Okay, then elders should, same modal auxiliary you have to use in answer. Should not be disrespected by him. Can I drive a car? Modal auxiliary is taken can object a car. B, V3 means driven by me, question mark. Can a car be driven by me? Question mark. Okay. Then after that, see, passive voice of imperative sentences. Passive voice of imperative sentences. Active voice structure is not written, only passive voice structure is written of the positive sentence and negative sentence. See, positive sentence, your passive voice of imperative sentence begins with let. Let plus object plus be plus V3. Suppose यहाँ पे आपका sentence है open the door. Open the door. Open is the verb, the door is the object. Object, right? Open is the verb and the door is the object. Means only verb plus object. Then while writing the answer, you have to take first what in the beginning of passive voice? Let. Let the door be open. Okay. This be, it should not be capital, huh? It should be small only. Okay. Means let the door be open. Here negative structure is written let plus object plus not plus be plus V3. Once again. Don't open the door. Don't open the door. It's a negative sentence. Don't open the door. So, then we will take let the door not be opened. Okay. Let us see sentences. First, open the door. Open the door. Open is the verb, the door is the object. So, let the door be opened. Don't touch it. Don't touch it. So, let it is the object. Then use it after let. Let it not be touched. Third, work hard. Here you can notice object is not there. Work hard. Object is not there. And when there is no object in your imperative sentence, at that time you have to write down in this way. Okay. You are advised to work hard. Here in this imperative sentence, what is there? Object is not there. So you are advised to work hard. Fourth one, sit down. Here also object is not there. So you are ordered to sit down. Similarly, you can say stand up. Means you are ordered to stand up. Remember this, in these imperative sentences, object is not there, and that's why answer begins with you are ordered, you are advised, you are instructed, you are requested. Okay, you have to see which mood is given of the speaker, and according to that you have to write down the answer. See, in this lecture what we learned? We learned the passive voice of future tense, means simple future and future perfect. Okay, then we learned passive voice of modal verbs. Okay, then after that passive voice of imperative sentences. And I think our all subtopics are over, means our chapter the passive voice is over here. And I hope that you people must have understood me very well. Okay, thank you.